Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving into a new artist on the channel. Artist I've had sitting on my radar for a while, and I've been meaning to dive into, and I haven't gotten to yet. But I think last week, or it might have been, I don't know, it's Sunday now, so maybe last week, earlier this week, depending on what your outlook on life is. I think I put out a video where I was reacting to 2020 moments, or 2020 gay K-pop idol moments, or something along those lines. I don't remember the exact title. Something along those lines. And there was just lots of stuff, lots of bands that I was familiar with, lots of bands I wasn't familiar with, and the comment section was ablaze. You guys have been so super duper helpful in that comment section and giving me all kinds of things I need to react to. But I did see one comment in there from user named Best Boy Holland, and they said that I think you should react to actual LGBTQ idols for Pride. Holland, Aquinas, Jai Lioness, because in my opinion, giving views to these videos instead of actual queer idols is bad, especially for Pride, and gave me a couple other things that I could react to. And I saw that and I was like, that is interesting, but I can completely see where that thought process could come from. Because like when I was recording my reaction to that, my intent was not, okay, it is Pride Month, I'm going to go into Pride Month and I'm going to react to skinship and fan service and call it a day and yay, whatever. It was more, I was going to react to that video anyway because it was on my radar and I was in the middle of reacting to it, and my brain's like, oh, I guess it's June, I guess that's Pride Month, so I guess this is kind of sort of quasi-fitting. So it wasn't like my way of celebrating Pride to go react to that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to feature some actual some confirmed LGBTQ plus members of the community on the channel and whatnot, especially since Pride Month. So I was like, okay, yeah. So we're going to dive into the world of Holland because like I said, I've had him on my radar for a while. I don't know anything about him musically. I know that he is an LGBTQ plus, he's a member of the community. In the K-pop realm. I know that he's also an actor because I reacted to a trailer for, I think, Ocean Likes Me or something like that, recent series that he was in. I know that our good friend Synergic loves him some Holland. I see the posts all the time, and I follow Holland on Twitter. I followed him months ago with the intent of diving into his catalog, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, that's pretty much like just scattered information about him. I don't know anything really about his music, his style, anything like that. So I'm excited to dive in and just see, because again, I know that Synergic loves him some Holland, and you know that we love us some Synergic on this channel, and I like to think that Synergic has great taste. I mean, he's friends with me, so of course he's got amazing taste. So yeah, I'm excited. So we're going to dive into the music video for his song Neverland. I believe this was actually his debut song from what I was reading. So we're just going to dive on in and see what it's all about. Yeah. The font almost reminds me of Call Me By Your Name. Okay, I'm going to pause this because I could already see that these captions are not great. I read the English translation of the lyrics beforehand, but I was hoping that I could read along with the actual singing, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. I love this instrumentation. It's got this very R&B inspiration to the music. Come on, production. They're both beautiful. His eyebrows are beautiful. Okay. Yeah, kiss your man, girl. Okay, so I just rewatched the music video, this time with the actual English lyric translations up next to it so I could read the lyrics in real time with what was happening in the video. Because when I was watching the video, I was having this thought cross my mind, and I wanted to see if it panned out when I actually read the lyrics in real time. And for the most part, it kind of lined up. So I don't know if this was Holland's intent, but this is just how I took the music video or how I interpreted it. But that's the beauty of music. Sometimes things can be written with one intent, but they're written in such a way, or they're presented in such a way, that they can take on different meanings for different people. And it's that versatility I've mentioned a number of times in various songs that I've reacted to throughout the years on this channel. I love that sort of versatility. So this may be his intent, it may not be his intent, but the way that I saw it at first when I was watching the music video, I thought that it was, especially with the introduction of like the boyfriend character, I thought it was like, okay, gay representation, love to see it. It's another just boyfriend sort of storyline, all that kind of stuff happening. Cool. But then about halfway through, 3/4 way through the video, like I was noticing a distinct difference in how they were presenting his time with the boyfriend versus when they were presenting him by himself. For the most part, with a couple of exceptions, but for the most part in the video, like anytime there was sort of like darkness or dark dim lighting, he was by himself. I think the only exceptions to that were when he was like on the cliffside or hilltop side or whatever in the hat, And I think when he was like sitting on top of a roof or something, those might have been the only times he was by himself, whether it was like blue skies and sunshine or whatever. Every other time he was like walking down a dark tunnel, or he was in I'm assuming his house, looking very, very distressed or distraught with very, very dim mood lighting, you know, eating his cereal or leaning up against the wall or sitting on the floor or whatnot, you know, just very, very dark, sad, moody kind of feeling. But then anytime we showed him with this love interest, beautiful blue skies, sunshine, we're on the beach, this, that, the other, and it was just like this direct sort of contrast. So I'm thinking that the love interest in this music video, rather than being a like legitimate, I'm just going to present this gay storyline here in this music video for the sake of gay representation, I'm thinking that it was less of him and his boyfriend and more of him struggling with, you know, his coming out or his gayness. Is he gay? Like, I know he's part of the LGBTQ plus community, but I don't know if he's bi, non-gender, or non-gender binary, or I want to say you guys told me he was gay. Let me Google, because I don't want to misquote anything. Hold on.
A few minutes later.
Yes, okay. Well, at least according to Google, he identifies as a gay man. So I'm thinking more as him in those darker moments struggling with his own sexuality, because we all have our different struggles. Any of us who've been part of the LGBTQ plus community, we struggle on various levels. Some of us, it's much easier for us to live our truth. Some of us, it's difficult. Some of us don't ever make it out of the closet. So I took it as that was those darker moments were him in real time struggling, and all of these brighter moments, all the sunshine, him with his boyfriend, were more of a fantasy, more of an idea, more of this like Neverland. Well, I mean, the song's called Neverland. So more of this sort of utopia idea that not really doesn't exist, but for a lack of better term right now, that doesn't exist, where, you know, there are no problems, there are no issues, there are no people here to make you feel bad. It's just you and the person you love just living openly and freely and just happily, and the way life should be. And the only time that I saw there being some sort of darkness or whatever when he was with the boyfriend was, I think, leading into like the bridge area. And then we immediately cut to him by himself, I think, like in the home again with that really dim, dark lighting. So I think at that particular point, it was more, we spent the first sort of like verse, chorus, second verse, chorus in this ideal fantasy, and now we're kind of coming back to life. Those thoughts are seeping back in, that sort of doubt, self-hatred, blah blah blah, all those sort of things you feel before you really accept yourself and love yourself and live your truth, kind of seeping in and messing with that ideal fantasy that he had. But then eventually we got back to that ideal fantasy. Yeah, that's kind of how the video was hitting me, and I think the video was very, very well done. Obviously, beautifully shot video. But yeah, I think there was definitely some, even if the intent wasn't what I took it as, there was definitely some intent with why they shot things the way they did, how certain things were being juxtaposed from these bright, sunshiny days, living your true life out in the open, versus these dark tunnels and just sort of dark, moody feelings. Yeah, I think it's very representative of the struggles that many people in the community do go through. Yeah, I think it was just very, very, very well done. And I haven't even talked about musically. I love the sort of R&B influence to this, very pop R&B influence to the instrumentation, the beats, it sounded like a violin or like some sort of string instrument in the beginning, but also sounded like it could have been like a synthesized version of a string instrument. I wasn't sure exactly what kind of instrument, but either way, it had this very R&B sort of influence to the instrumentation that I really enjoyed. And vocally, he kept it pretty mellow, and I think it was more just about him focusing on the lyrics that he'd penned versus like, I'm gonna go on this vocal showcase and, you know, do all these riffs and runs and show you all the stuff that I can do. I think it's more about, hey, this is who I am, this is my message that I'm trying to get across right now. We can talk about my vocals later. Right now I just need y'all to listen to these lyrics. So I thoroughly enjoyed the video, thoroughly enjoyed the song, and I'm excited that I finally got to having him on the channel, because like I said, it's been on my to-do list for a while. So thank you, Best Boy Holland, for the comment and kind of, I guess, lighting a fire under my butt to finally get this stuff on the channel. So thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and my random babblings. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.